Here we go.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ooh.
Merry fucking Christmas, probers. Welcome back to another episode of But It Was Aliens.
Ho, 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 ho. Howdy, howdy.
The extraterrestrial comedy podcast brought to you by myself, Santa Moonwalker, and Kevin the Grey, aka Grey Elf. Each week, we take it in turns to bring out the extraterrestrial case files and bring you the truth about these mysteries. But this week, we're here to bring you some festive cheer. Santa has loaded his bags and is on his way if you've been good. Greybeard, have you been good?
I've been the best little boy, I have. Santa can unload his bags on me.
Anytime
I've
you
been
want.
so good. It will bring me joy, surely.
Him too.
Santa loves to give. How is he at receiving? Does he like to be given gifts?
Would not know.
I wonder how.
I was about to say, do you reckon some kid has tried to send Santa a gift? Someone must have done.
Oh, people would probably send gifts along with the letters to the North Pole.
Yeah.
Or Lapland, depending on which story you believe. Both true, of course.
He's always out here giving.
I wonder, has a kid ever gone up to a Santa in a mall, sat on his knee and given him something, unloaded their bag rather than waiting for Santa to unload his? Be that person, folks.
Go and give Santa a gift and watch the joyous look on his face.
Santa works hard. So hard.
Well, it's Christmas, and we will be doing something a little different today.
Woo!
And we'll be looking into some Christmas traditions and deciding whether or not we believe they are real.
Ooh! Several, not just the one case.
Not just the one.
Interesting, I like it. But you also not be destroying future episodes.
No.
Interesting.
And you will see why.
Because I've made them all up. Is that the Mibs emailing you again? Don't go and read the email. We're recording an episode here. We got
literally about
important
to
things
start.
going on. We're professionals.
Oh, 10% off. So our stop today is Iceland.
Oh, that's cold.
Now, Greybeard.
That's
I
Ragnar
know.
Greybeard for the duration of this story.
Ragnar the Grey Elf.
I'll take it. Just like I will from Santa.
I know you're looking to get a dog at some point. Not quite sure why, considering cats are superior. But
I'm
we've
a
been
dog
here
man.
before, so we won't tread old ground.
Let's tread a whole ground. Let's put your cat against my dog in a battle to the death. I've just got us absolutely cancelled. And my dog is definitely going to roll over and let his belly be tickled. It's going to be like, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Woof, woof. In fact,
Okay.
that's not the voice it's going to have. Let's be realistic. It's going to be like, oh, I don't want to fight. Biscuit?
Can I select my cat?
No.
Now, Greybeard, two things people are generally likely to get for Christmas is
Blowies.
Lynx Africa. You can pretty much guarantee every
year.
single male in England has received this gift for Christmas.
You are not wrong.
And if you haven't, I don't believe you. And the second thing is socks or underwear. 100%.
Usually socks. The
Usually
occasional pair of pants. What do they call pants in America? Because pants are trousers in America.
Yeah. Briefs?
That doesn't sound very American.
Undergarments?
Undercrackers. The real American terminology.
I don't know.
Shorts? What do they call shorts? This is never ending. If you're American, let us know what you call your undercrackers. I was going to say your pants, but then they're trousers.
Pants and underpants?
Panties?
What if I was to tell you that throughout the years there is a legend, nay, a truth, above all truths, that has let the gift of socks be a thing? In Iceland, it is fact that if you don't receive any new clothing for Christmas, you shall not be feasting upon the golden turkey, goose fat cooked roast potatoes fresh from the oven, pigs in blankets, or sage and onion stuffing, or whatever vegetable you like to chuck with your Christmas dinner. Instead, you shall be eaten by Turin. I have no idea if I've pronounced that right. I remember that I was meant to look it up and didn't look it up.
Shalakotterin.
I could say well pronounced, but I've got no idea.
Jolakotterin.
The Yule Cat of Iceland.
What?
And this is the cat I select in a fight.
I was just about to say, this is why you said, can I select the cat, isn't it?
It is.
I'm going to look at the picture, but before I do, I don't know why, but you've just triggered a memory. One of our listeners messaged us last Christmas and asked for our address to send us a gift. This year, DM us. I will provide you with an address, my friend.
Ooh.
We will receive whatever is in your bag. Right, now let's check out this Yule pussy. That's the thing from Alice in Wonderland, isn't it?
That is not.
That is the
Cheshire
cat. That is the grinning Cheshire cat.
Can you see a grin on that cat's face?
Well, the face is very dark, but I can see the light frickin' eyes.
Is that cat purple?
It's dark. You can't tell what colour it is. It's in the moonlight. So it looks dark with a hint of moon white/grey. That's a Cheshire cat. I'm loving this cat. Ho, ho, hello. Be better if it is a Yule dog. Yule log. Is that a Christmas poo?
No. I think it's a Swiss roll.
It is, yeah.
Chocolate Swiss roll.
I love that you took that seriously.
You're a
right.
prick.
So we've got a Christmas cat that, what, murks you if you don't receive any clothing? Why does it want you to receive clothing?
Murks you, son. You better hope you get some clothes at Christmas.
Well, almost every year someone's getting me some socks.
Well, that's the reason you're alive.
To be fair, one of my aunts works with a fashion company that supplies celebrities, not the sort of celebrities that we'd know, like the ones on reality TV shows.
Like
and she's always good to send you sort of a half-decent piece of clothing for Christmas. So until I have children, I'm getting clothing. Once I have children and my gifts stop, because that's the way it works in England. Once you have children, you get jack shit. People forget about you. They get your kids' gifts.
Well, in my family, it's once you're 16.
It's a hard knock life for Gran.
Once you're 16, it then turns to Secret Santa. That's it. Because there's too many fucking little kids to buy for in my family.
Your family is kind of like my dad's family. There's people everywhere.
Indeed. 3 nieces to buy for. Fuck everyone else. But you, my friend, might get a Lynx Africa. In the poem by Johannes Ure Kotlum, it describes how big the Yule Cat was.
I was going to ask you whether it's big enough that you'd feel confident that I could take it in battle.
You are not taking this cat in battle.
So it's at least 2 foot then.
I would ride this cat into battle. Like He-Man riding Battle Cat.
No.
I'd fight a dinosaur with this cat.
This is going to be like a tiny, tiny cat, isn't it?
I'd fight velociraptors and win.
You'd throw the cat at them. That's just you.
So I have a line which is taken, I say a line, some lines taken directly from the poem.
Hence it was that the women at their spinning wheels sat, spinning a colourful thread for a frock or a little sock. Because you mustn't let the cat get hold of the little children.
This is escalating.
They had to get something new to wear from the grown-ups each year.
The full poem is long, and I'm not going to sit here and read it all.
Just like with me and Tamino. Made you read it. So, This went kind of from 0 to 100, this extract, didn't it? A little bit sexist in assuming that it's only women that are at their spinning wheels, but
I mean, at
it's
that kind of...
olden times.
Yeah.
People weren't as educated and accepting as they perhaps are, or at least should be today, because the world was a shitty place. Probably still is a bit. Anyway, I'm going off on one. So there we are, making frocks and socks for the folks of the world.
Children.
For the children, yes.
The kids.
And then the cat's going to get hold of the children. Does the cat only go after children?
If they don't get any new clothes.
What about adults named
Now-
Kevin? Just hypothetically.
You've been saved because you keep getting socks.
T-shirts mainly, but...
Well, clothes.
But if I wasn't getting clothing
You wouldn't be here. We wouldn't
and
be doing
I'm a
podcast.
grown-up, does the cat come for adults?
I mean, you can try it. You can ask people not to get you clothes.
Does it count if you give a gift to yourself?
I suppose as long as it's wrapped in under the tree, you can get away with it.
So now I've got to give myself a gift every year to make sure that this cat ain't coming for me.
Yeah, pretty much.
If it comes to me, will you be riding it?
Who knows?
I've just kicked Huggins under the table.
Is that going up?
When we get a frame for it. We've recently moved studio, folks, and the Huggins artwork has come with us and is one step closer to going on the wall. It would look lovely right beside us, I feel. Anyhow.
You've seen a picture of the cat, but it is described as being a large black cat. Not just large like a panther, but monstrously large. It only appears on Christmas Eve and looks through the gifts under the tree. If there are no new clothes, then you are done for.
What a little prick opening my gifts.
The Yule Cat is part of a group of Icelandic supernaturals,
Oh, hello.
with the main being known as Gryla. Again, should have really looked at how to pronounce this.
That's got to be Gryla. The only other possibility is Gryla, isn't it? But
Gorilla!
Gorilla.
Gorilla! In folklore, how my Mac has auto-corrected Gryla to grill.
George Foreman Grill. It's coming for you at Christmas.
In folklore, George Foreman Grill is a troll woman or ogress. She is the mother of 13 Yule Lads, who sound like a boy band.
The Yule Lads. So basically, Shrek has popped off 13 children and
13
started a
Yule
boy
Lads.
band.
And
Oh, that's amazing.
I have a picture of the 13 Yule Lads for you there.
They're out on a Yuletide, legs up. Let's have a look. Oh my gosh, these are basically the 7 dwarves, only 13 of them.
So
We've got one riding a sheep, I assume, into battle.
the two at the bottom on the right
Yeah, they
is
look pretty...
Gryla and her husband. So you got the 13 lads and then the parents.
This is like a guess who of the last person you banged on a night out.
Me personally, or just you in like general?
No, definitely you. I was more into food on a night out. So we've got one actually who, jokes aside, does look like they're being rogered by a cow. You're going to have to post this on our socials. Mm-hmm. But It Was Aliens podcast on the Instagram. We will stick this up. One looks like Saint Nick.
Hold on.
This is a phenomenal picture, to be fair.
Also-
We've got a spoon licker.
Apologies to Robbie Coltrane, who is Scottish.
Yeah, absolutely. Apologies
Welsh.
about that. We'd had a few to drink and forgot our United Kingdom brethren. Ipsy. Bowl liquor? One of these is called bowl liquor? What a dirty little bugger. Hides under beds, waiting for someone to put down their bowl, which he then steals. And what's he do with them? Lick them and put them back? Oh, what a grim little freak. These are basically 13 pissed Christmas elves, aren't they? See, I'm just reading their translated names on this image Mr. Moonwalker has shown me. One is called the Gobbler.
Right.
One is the Sausage Swiper.
I actually have their names later.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm spoiling. But the Gobbler.
It is said that Gryla comes down from her abode each year, side by side with the Yule Cat, and devours naughty children, cooking them in a large pot.
Oh, I've just lost myself here. What's the cat got to do with Gryla?
A apparently come down together.
Even though
Christmas Eve.
the cat is not one of the 13 Yule
Not
Lads.
part of the 13, but it's
So what, is
part
it
of
like a
this
hanger-on, a
supernatural-
Klingon that they ain't interested in, but he's trying to catch their fame kind of thing? Typical cat.
Whilst her husband is rather lazy and stays at home, her origin, like the Yule Cat, is obscure and not really known. There is a picture of her cooking
Did I just-
some children.
Brush over the fact that Gryla eats children
You did?
and her husband is lazy. Does he not want to stop her from eating children? Oh my god, that's a picture of that's phenomenal artwork. So two
not actually
realistic
artwork.
looking children. That's
is
a
an actual
statue.
statue.
Wow, two children are in a cauldron. Gryla has got some aged titties, I think is the scientific term. They've kind of shrunk yet become larger at the same time. So they've gone inwards yet grown downwards. So it's almost like they're a couple of fingers stuck together pointing towards the floor. Gryla is an interesting looking character with very swollen ankles. Looks to have 5 or 4 fingers and a thumb. So human-esque.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure if that's the general way for trolls or not. Not really an expert on the matter. Massive nose. Must be real good. Must have a real keen sense of smell. Smell those children from miles away.
Those naughty kids.
Mm-hmm. But what are the Yule Lads doing whilst Gryla's out here eating children? Are they just letting that happen?
We'll find out.
Okay. Whoa! This is another picture of Gryla with the Yule Cat, I'm guessing?
Mm-hmm. Now, it is said that the Yule Cat lives with Gryla.
So that is Gryla's pussycat.
Yes. Would you ride it?
The cat is, what, half the size of Gryla? So that's got to be at least 3 foot, 2.5 foot, 3 foot tall.
Bigger than that.
It can't be bigger than that because it's sitting on a ledge behind her and it's barely taller than her head. But it is big for a cat, very tall.
You got to remember, she's a giant ogress.
Oh, well, if she's giant, how big are we talking?
Cat, probably 10 times the size of a normal man.
What? Are you making that up?
Yeah. It's just described as monstrously large.
Whose tail is that? Is that Gryla's tail?
Mm-hmm.
That's like a fleshy worm with some like haggard flesh hanging off the end. And Gryla has cut hands and wrists like Gryla's been in a bit of a battle. Very, very thick shoulders.
I would have thought they looked more like warts.
Possibly warts. Wouldn't like to make any assumptions. Fine looking spirit.
Now, over time, Gryla and the Yule Cat have taken a back seat to the Yule Lads. And for a time, the Yule Lads were just as dark and twisted as their mother, eating children on Christmas Eve. But over time, they have stopped this tradition and have become more mischievous than vicious. The Yule Lads arrive over the last 13 nights before Christmas. I'll list them all in the order they arrive. Each one lasts for 13 days and starts from the 12th of December.
Is this kind of like, remember Krampus who turns up on a certain day?
Kind of.
So Krampus pops by and then the Yule Lads pop in for a visit. Man, we've got to go to Iceland. Sounds like a right ball at Christmas. Although, sod that Krampus run.
I'll list their names in English translation as to not butcher their pronunciation.
And I definitely didn't spoil these looking at some artwork earlier.
Number 1, Sheep Cot Clod. Harasses sheep,
Oh no.
but is impaired by his stiff peg legs, which is probably his trousers around his ankles.
He harasses sheep. What? What's that got to do with Christmas?
Gully Gawk hides in gullies waiting for an opportunity to sneak into a cowshed and steal milk.
Was that the one who was messing with the cow in the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't look like he was just stealing milk there, my friends.
Stubby, abnormally short and steals pans to eat the crust left on them.
Borderline offensive.
Spoon licker. Steals and licks wooden spoons.
What?
Extremely thin due to malnutrition.
Well, I'm not surprised if you're licking spoons only. You need to eat some food, my friend. What a grim little prick.
Pot scraper. Steals leftovers from pots.
Then gives him the spoon liquor.
Bowl licker.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
Hides under beds, waiting for someone to put down their bowl, which he steals.
Why are they taking bowls into bed?
I have no idea.
These little creeps. What's the purpose of them? They're just little dickheads.
I did say they'd become more mischievous and dark.
It's not mischievous so much as just irritating. Someone hiding under your bed, popping out and licking your bowl.
Door slammer. Likes to slam doors during the night.
Can I guess what the next one does once you tell me their name?
Skier gobbler.
Shit. What's a skier? I reckon that this person gobbles skiers.
Has a great affinity for skier, which is the kind of yogurt that we can buy in the shops. The little protein yogurt.
So this person just needs some Muller Lite and they'll be good?
Pretty much. Mm-hmm. Right. Can you guess this next one?
I can try.
Sausage swiper.
I reckon this one steals sausages.
Hides in the rafters and snatches sausages that are being smoked. Ready for the next one?
Born ready.
Window peeper.
Oh no. This one gets arrested regularly.
A snoop that looks through windows in search of things to steal.
Oh. Slightly less pervy than I went.
Doorway sniffer.
What? Why would you sniff a doorway? That makes no sense.
Has an abnormally large nose and a cute sense of smell which he uses to locate leaf bread.
So why would they call him doorway sniffer rather than leaf bread sniffer?
I really don't know why you're asking me that question.
Is he sniffing other stuff?
Maybe. Okay. The best name by far, Meat Hook.
Okay, that sounds mildly terrifying. Is this like the serial killer odd one out? The black sheep of the group
Uses
goes around
a hook to steal meat.
Are we talking human meat?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, meat hook is... Sorry, say that again. Can you spell that for me? Meat hook's got him.
Candle stealer.
So they're all just common criminals at this point.
Follows children in order to steal their candles.
Why?
Which were made of tallow and were edible.
Every time I think they're getting more normal, they get creepier. There I am thinking they're just criminals and then he's only targeting children again. That's unusual.
So there we have all 13 Yule Lads.
Oh, I lost count.
Who apparently now still punish kids if they're naughty by playing pranks on them or leaving rotten veg in their socks. But they aren't all bad, as they do reward good children.
Like me! Not like Granville.
As you can also see, they are far less dark now. They're not eating kids.
No, they're not eating kids. They're just following kids and stealing from kids.
Being little pricks.
The 13 Yule pricks is what they should be called. They're all just idiots.
Now this is the part of the probe where we turn to science and skepticism. The Yule Cat was used by farmers to scare their workers to finish processing autumn wool. Those who took part in the work and finished would get rewarded with new clothes to get the cat away, whilst the others would not. There are slight differences to the story, some mentioning that instead of eating the flesh, the cat would just eat the food of those without new clothes, so they'd be without a Christmas meal. Also, every man in the UK has received Lynx Africa for Christmas. Fact!
Who hasn't? Honestly, I know I have.
I know I have. Now, to summarise, today we had a look at the Yule Cat, who is perhaps the sole reason that you receive a new pair of socks for Christmas, as it is said that children that didn't receive new clothes for Christmas would be eaten by this monstrously large black cat. The cat would only appear on Christmas Eve and sometimes be accompanied by Gryla, an ogress who would venture down to towns and devour naughty children, cooking them in her large pot. Gryla also went on to have 13 children who I won't name again, and these children would all behave a certain way and would also eat children before before becoming softer over time and less dark. Becoming way more mischievous in nature and would play pranks on children instead.
Okay. I don't feel like I've really got much to go over here. You've presented me with no evidence, just a summary of...
I've given you pictures of the cat. I've also given you pictures
of
Gryla.
that someone drew. If I sit here and draw a picture of you...
It's not going to look anything like me, therefore not look real.
Well, how do we know that the pictures these people have drawn look anything like the actual Yule Lads?
Because they're not pictures that someone's drawn. They are photographs.
Of pictures that someone's drawn. Granville moves to the side. I see a notepad with scribbles that he's drawn these pictures himself. So
Very lifelike.
Do people actually believe these stories then? Or are they just like everyone sitting around the fire telling Christmas tales like Charles Dickens?
I think it's become like that, but more for them if they don't get new socks or clothes or frocks or panties. Which
one of the characters we have covered today, including Gryla, the 13 Yule Lads and the cat, and Gryla's husband who's lazy, which one would you rather go for a night out on the town with?
The cat. Or meat hook.
I'm going spoon liquor or bowl liquor just to see what happens. Get them in a local Weatherspoons or something.
I'm going with the cat because that would be comfy as hell to ride. Like,
when you say ride, what style are you going for?
So you could literally lay on the back of the cat as it walks home.
Would you put a saddle on, or would you go bareback on the cat?
I would lay amongst its fur.
So would you strap up the cat?
I would hold on tight.
Strap onto the pussy. Oh, it's Christmas. Let's get it Christmassy. Stop ruining the mood, Granville.
So, Greybeard.
Yeah?
Are you saying that this is Yule Catty?
Well, that's a hard question to answer.
Are you saying that it's real?
You've basically told me a myth rather than giving me like an account.
Facts. I've told you the reason that you get socks for Christmas. Now, you've got to sit here and tell me that that's not the reason that you get socks for Christmas. And then I want you to not get socks for Christmas and we'll see what happens. I mean, socks, any kind of clothing.
I'm going to turn this case 180 and suggest that these aren't supernatural beings, but there could have been a right shitty family in Iceland in years gone past that had 13 children that were just causing absolute mayhem. A bunch of idiots licking your spoons, licking your bowls, stealing your sausage.
Steal everything.
And fact became myth. Myth became legend. Legend became our podcast. What say you?
So are you saying that this is the Yule family? The cat, the Yule Lads and Gryla?
Well,
so you're saying they're real?
I'm not saying that they're paranormal.
But they're real.
Well, you haven't...
I never mentioned that they were paranormal.
Have you given me enough to conclude one way or the other?
You just concluded that they were.
Fine, they're real.
Woohoo!
Real bullshit. Was that you sniffing the bullshit, or what say you?
Now, I don't believe that these were real at all.
Boo!
I believe that, like we said earlier, the farmers used it as a story to get workers to work, and then over time, parents would use it on their children to get
like the
them
boogeyman.
to... Yeah, pretty much. If you don't do this, you're not going to get any new clothes. And then
on that note, have I got a case coming up for you soon?
The Yule Cat will get you. And I think that's pretty much how it went. It just became a tale told like down the generations and then turned into a poem.
Yeah.
And then the poem has kind of further set its course.
Hard to argue against that. Yeah, sadly. But I'm full of Christmas spirit. Ho, ho, ho.
I'm full of spirit. Woo! thank you for joining us for this Christmas probe. We hope you all have a wonderful time with friends and family, whether you celebrate Christmas or not. You can find us on Instagram at But It Was Aliens Podcast.
Where you will see Granville naked.
On Facebook
As a
at
Christmas present.
But It Was Aliens.
Where you'll see Granville naked.
We also have a Facebook group called Extraterrestrial Towers.
Private, so you can see Granville really
We're
naked.
also on the Twitter at But It Was Aliens.
Not filtered.
And you can also treat yourselves and us at patreon.com/But It Was Aliens, where we probe things outside of the extraterrestrial, like ghosts, pirates, Rasputin, and much, much more.
Do you reckon Rasputin would let the sausage stealer steal his sausage?
Don't think I'd have a choice. Merry Christmas, probers.
Have a wonderful Christmas, folks. Be happy. Spend it with friends. Spend it with family. Spend it on us. Wow.
Do you reckon if you asked nicely, Gryla would show you Growler?